Hello all, and welcome to episode 7 of the Rogue Hunters podcast, starting out the new year of 2021. We have the same three boys on this week, that being Weber.
Hello.
And Brian.
What up?
With myself, Snickle. So we have a few topics to talk about this week. Nothing really big has happened. This should be a shorter episode, hopefully. Knock on wood. But with all of that being said, let's just get into this. What games have you guys been playing this week?
I'll start off.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Waves.
It's probably gonna be the same as like Snickles right now. Shadow of Mordor. That's what I've been playing.
Okay.
And I did like a little bit of Yakuza 0 for some reason recently. I don't remember why. But that's about it, really.
Huh.
Just for fun,
Nice.
or like...
I guess I was just like playing like fucking slot machines for fun or something one day.
He said, well, that mini game sounds fun, so I mean, whatever. So,
Alright, DSP I'm playing blackjack.
dude, I went in, I don't want to talk about him for too long, but I turned into one of his Yakuza streams one time, and he was literally collecting cans, and I was like, yeah, I'm out. You fucking lost me, bro. Like, I'm out.
First of all, that's a lie.
I swear to fucking God, he was riding a bike around collecting cans.
Wait, are you talking about one of my streams or?
No, DSP streams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's probably in the new Yakuza.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But he was just riding around collecting cans, and then like, dude, I can't with that, man. Like, jeez, I know it's just, I know you were gonna have to do it if you play it, but like, god damn, why is that the thing I turned in on? Like, what the hell?
I turned it on him playing blackjack, and he's like, "Oh, I'm good at blackjack," and it took him like an hour just to get what he needed.
Yeah, to get clapped. We'll move aside. We don't want this to turn into a Philip episode. So Waves, I don't think we talked about it too much last week. I mean, you played Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor back when it came out, right?
Yeah,
And then you've played Shadow of War, right, too?
played some of it. I haven't finished it though.
So with your, I know your thoughts on like new open world games being like 3 million miles big. Like, what is your thought going back and playing like Shadow of Mordor?
I miss these like games, honestly. I guess not like specifically not Shadow of Mordor, I guess, but I just miss smaller maps with like more like important things in it, I guess.
Mhm.
Like it was such a flip flame going from like Valhalla to Shadow of Mordor, where Valhalla it was like a bunch of like just stupid shit everywhere, while like Mordor it was like, oh, you can find your dude over here, and then you can like send him to do this, and you can do that mission, which will make him stronger and stuff like that. It's just more meaningful, like gameplay stuff, I guess, is like the right thing to say. I just miss I miss smaller maps, I guess, is my whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the same boat. I think one thing that I miss, even though I say I do like open world games, one thing that I like truly miss is like, and I hope that they come back, are like linear games. That like offer like a chapter select later on, but they're 100% linear. Like there's no like hub or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I
So-
definitely miss those too.
Yeah, but no, I mean I agree. I'll talk about it when I get up, but like I went back to play it, and like I was the same way. Like even if you play Valhalla or like any of the new Assassin's Creed games, or really like any new game, like any open world game, like the maps are just so large, and it feels like for no reason. And even like Valhalla, when you get to Vinland and you go around there, like that is a small map. There's only one fort. There's like maybe 4 viewpoints, but like even that map feels big. Like Shadow of Mordor, like the maps are like nice size. Like they don't feel like super small, but like they don't feel super large. Like the way you traverse around the map is like really cool. How you have like, if you jump over a rock, you can run really fast, or like you can, you can like tame like Caragors, or what are those big fucking things.
Graugs.
Yeah, Graugs. Yeah, well, I don't know why I forgot that. Graugs. You can like tame them to get around the map like faster too. I just think like I don't know. I agree with you.
I forgot like
I miss the
how
map
cool. I forgot how cool like the whole Nemesis system worked or whatever. I forget what they called it when it came out, but
I think that's
just
what it
like
was
the
called.
whole like orc thing, the Uruk thing. For how cool it was.
Yeah.
Like I remember killing a guy, and then it showed him dead on like the Sauron's army thing, and then like later I went to go kill this other guy, and then he was there for some reason. I was like, "What? You're still alive?" And he like had plates on him because I fucked him up last time. And then
yeah, I've seen them where they have like scars on their face, like when you stab them through the face, like it puts like scars on them.
Yeah, this one, the second time I killed him was with I had a Caragor with me.
Mm-hmm.
So then he was still alive, and now he had like a fear of Caragors because I killed him with a Caragor.
Yeah, that stuff's so cool. It's like super adaptive.
Yeah, it's like I'm just surprised. Like even when did that game come out? Like 2014.
Yeah, yep.
That must have been like crazy when it first came out.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I mean, we can talk about it more like when I get to mine. But like, if you compare like Mordor to like Shadow of War, because someone was asking me about this, like, I don't know, Shadow of War is almost like annoying to play because the Uruks are like too smart. They're like, oh, you just vaulted over me? Yeah, not again, dummy. Or like, oh, you just did this one like execution on me? Not again, dummy. Like, it's like, come on now.
I'd have to go back and play Shadow of War, but I'd say, from recollection, I find Shadow of Mordor more fun and engaging than Shadow of War.
It's like more basic, which I think is what makes it more fun.
I've never played Shadow of War. I kind of want to play it, but I really enjoyed Shadow of Mordor. My favorite thing is executions.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For sure. Like Shadow, if you look at them, if you look at the two, like Shadow of Mordor is kind of like it almost feels like a tech demo for like the technology that they created with the Nemesis system, and then Shadow of War is like them kind of like perfecting that Nemesis system.
Okay.
But it almost like Shadow of War almost feels like it's like all the enemies feel almost too smart, or at least the captains, they feel like too smart. Like and I get it. They don't want people to like, you know, spam the fucking hopping over a move and, you know, hitting them with a flurry and then executing them twice. Because that's basically what you do in Shadow of Mordor. Once you unlock the skills, you hit them with a flurry, knock them on the ground, do a ground execution, then you use your 2 executions, and then you just rinse and repeat until they're dead. So
yeah,
they did try to add some like variation, but there's a lot of other like features in like Shadow of War that's like more interesting, like the fight pits and the whole like sieging and stuff that you can do.
Yeah, Shadow of War definitely has like more stuff in it, but
that doesn't necessarily make it better. That's kind of the annoying part.
Okay.
Yeah, which kind of gets back to like the whole map size thing of Shadow of Mordor has a smaller map, and like for that reason I like felt fine playing it more. Well, like Valhalla or I guess even Shadow of War, the map was like so big and I felt like I was just doing a dent everywhere.
I think yeah.
I also think it has like the perfect amount of like collectibles and like missions, because you have the collectibles to do like the artifacts and the I forget what the other things are called. And then you also have like the side missions, which are like supposed to, you know, they build towards your weapon, even though they really don't do anything necessarily. Like it feels like you're kind of doing something, but they don't add like, there's not like 50 of them. There's like what, like a dozen or something, or 10. So
I think there's 10 of each.
Yeah, it's not awful.
I like the random trophies. Yeah, you gotta do.
Oh yeah,
in all honesty,
I've always like when you go into Shadow of Mordor and you see those random trophies, you're kind of like, if you've never played the game before, you're kind of like, oh fuck, like that could be annoying. But then as you play the game and you realize it, like you're like, oh, these actually aren't that bad and they're kind of fun to do.
Right. Like I think the one that people were complaining about when the game first came out was like freeing so many slaves on a Caragor or whatever in so much time.
Yeah, the White Rider freeing, I think it's free 30 slaves in 3 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like things like that. There's like I think the most interesting one to go for, and probably like the longest to set up, is you have to have a war chief that you don't have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to brand 5 bodyguards to that war chief, which basically means like you take over a captain, you tell the captain to go be be the war chief's bodyguard. You have to go complete his mission so he can be the bodyguard, and then you go and fight the war chief, and then you turn all 5 of his bodyguards against him in the fight.
I see. I was going for that one, and I completely forgot there was 5 and not 4.
You should have just backed out then.
That was too late.
Yeah,
I can set it up again easily.
yeah. Well, and that's like the nice thing. Like if something like doesn't go the exact way, like more orcs come up, more captains come up, more war chief, you can literally just whatever. I'll just kill these ones and some more will pop in. It's no big deal.
The only one I can remember being kind of annoying when I remember going through it was that one where you have to get like a level 30 rune or something like that.
Yeah, there's one in the base game for level 25, and then there's one in the Bright Lord DLC for level 30 in the Test of the Ring mode.
Oh yeah.
But it's not too bad because like essentially what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go to a captain and keep dying until like he maxes out, and then there's like add-ons that you can do to like upgrade the ring. So like it's like +2 if you like exploit a fear, or it's like, you know, +1 for revenge. There's like things that you can do that like will get you to 30 if you just like look into it just like a little bit. The only thing that sucks is you have to get like intel, and if you have like a, you know, a war chief or a captain that like has a stupid like, or if you have one that's like not fearless, it's like, well, there goes that one out the door. I can't exploit a fear if he doesn't have one. So, but all right, well, we'll probably talk about it more because, well, we'll figure it out. Anyway, what have you been playing, Brian?
That's what we've all been playing. So,
since the last podcast, I was playing Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, just doing some collectibles. Played a little bit of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then when the New Year started, I kind of like put every game I had started as basically backlog, and like, all right, I'm starting a new year. Let's start off the new thing. I platinum on New Year's Day, new Super Lucky Tale.
Nice.
Then on Saturday, my one buddy wanted to play Borderlands 3, so I decided to use the free upgrade to the PS5. And then I found out that some of the trophies are not fully working for the platinum. So there are no platinum achievers in that game right now.
Yeah, it's the one, I'm looking at it right now. It's the Tales from the Iridian Slab.
And mastering all your survey. Discovered all named locations as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll get fixed later on, no doubt, but
oh yeah,
I had been seeing that as I saw people put it on their account, and I'm like, why is Borderlands 3 at a 0% platinum and a 0%, like 100%? Like, aren't people just transferring their saves over? What the hell? Nah, I figured it was glitch trophies, so that's cool.
Then I've been playing Spyro the Dragon.
Nice.
For the last couple days, and then Immortal Phoenix Rising.
Nice.
And ever since the New Year started, I've probably unlocked about 5 trophies a day already.
Damn.
And I'm close to like 100 trophies for the month.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, not doing too bad. Yeah, I came up with a system. I'm doing like a easier game, like just work on a little bit and then work on the backlog games after I get like so many trophies or after so long playing one of the easier games.
Okay.
But
yeah, I was gonna
my
ask
goal
you.
is try to get. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was. Are you gonna? Do you have like a new method going into the new year for games you want to get through? Or?
I'm trying to do the backlog of the games I started last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was grinding out some of the Ghost Tsushima legendary stuff on over the weekend. And basically my plan was like work on an easier game down the weekend, work on the game that I'm like closest to completing, percentage wise, and see if I get some work done on that. And because I got more time on the weekends since I'm off work.
Yeah. Okay.
But probably this weekend though, I probably will get the Platinum in Spyro, and I'll probably get close to the Platinum in Immortals.
Nice. Yeah, we gotta go back to Enemy Front at some point too.
Yes, I'm open to do that any day. I can do it tomorrow, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah, we can see what time it is and maybe even do it after this if it's not super late. But yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So it sounds like you made some decent, or some not even decent, some good progress.
Yeah, I was happy to get a Platinum on New Year's Day. Like, new Super Lucky Sale. I think that was like, Lucky Sale was like a Microsoft game, right? That was on Xbox or whatever.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, but it's the first game by this developer and publisher for that's on PSNP at least.
Okay.
But I started it. It took me about 13 hours. I probably could have did it in like 8 if I didn't get up and wasn't drunk half the time. So.
All right. Well, so Super Lucky Tail, like, what kind of game is it?
It's like it's more of a platformer.
Okay.
Basically you go around like you're this guardian or to-be guardian. You're like a squirrel that could like dig underground, and like these cats steal pages from a book, and you're going after the pages, and you basically want 100% every level. And there's like some random trophies in the game, like collect all pages, or not. That's not random, but like collect all the pages. Destroy a sandcastle, one of the levels.
Okay.
One of them I had to look up a guide for because I had no idea how to do it, and I was like, you had to go through one level. They had like these levers, and they'll like switch the platform, so you got to go through the level, and without touching any of the levers. I had to watch a guide for that one, and that was kind of weird.
Yeah, and then there was sounds kind of annoying.
You had to go through like beat a couple bosses without getting hit, and one of them was kind of like random. A little bit how to, because a floor will like electrocute, and you gotta go through like 3 ways, but sometimes as you like shoot lasers out of like this disco ball.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time you're sitting there, you're like, all right, well, you know where it's gonna hit, but I had a time where the floor would change up direction from the last time, so I was like, oh crap, I'd have to quit the level, go back in, play it.
Yeah.
Overall, did I enjoy it? For the most part.
Well, that's all that matters, I guess, when it comes down to it. It's funny because like little games like those are ones that like I think are more fun to play sometimes than like the big AAA ones. Because I think it's like, honestly, like from my perspective, like playing so many games, I mean, you're probably the same way, and like waves too, but like when you find a game that isn't so mainstream that's like fun to play, that game's almost like more fun because you're like, oh, not a lot of people know about this, like this is like a fun game,
right? I was more happy because I've been playing all these big open world games, and this is just like level by level, like small little game. I'm like, wow, I don't gotta travel this big ass map. Okay.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Like I really wish that games would go back to that. Like, and I don't even like, I wouldn't even necessarily say like I want them to be like linear, like the original like God of War games.
Right.
Like I do like those games, but the thing that there's a downside to them, and the downside is if you miss anything while you're playing through, you have to play all the way back through. Which means like when you're playing through, you have to literally watch a guide for everything, or you're going to spend twice the amount of time playing the game, which like can almost feel like a burden sometimes.
The best way to describe like the leveling system in this, like what level to go by, Spyro. How you could just go like into the portal and come out, into the portal, come out. That's how it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say like having. I know I said in the beginning like it wouldn't be ideal, but like having like a hub like that would be ideal. Like the game that I always think about that I played so much as a kid, which is like the perfect layout for like I think a game for me personally is the original like Lego Star Wars games.
Oh yeah.
Because you were in the hub and then you would go to a portal or whatever, And before you went to the portal, it would tell you exactly what was in the level, what you're missing, what you needed to get. You would go in, and then when you were done, you came right back to the hub, and you kind of had like control of like being able to play levels, and you could then play whatever level you wanted to whenever you wanted to, as long as you had played it one time. You could go in with new characters. Like I just found like the structure of that to be like so much more fun to play compared to like open world games. And I used to say for the longest time, like, I love open world games. Like, open world games are so much fun. And now I think that like category of game is just so oversaturated now.
I was gonna say, I think there should be like a nice balance. I like how the reboot Tomb Raider and God of War did it, where it's like kind of linear but also kind of explorative.
Right.
And
yeah, like it is linear because you're going from like place to place, but like if you do miss things, you can go back to them if you want to. There would be no reason for you to go back to it other than to get the stuff you missed. But yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah. But new Super Lucky sale. According to PSNP, 871 game owners, 426 platinum owners. But I picked it up on the holiday and year-end sale.
Nice.
At like $15 or whatever.
Nice.
that game was a Xbox exclusive at one point, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it was. I was just looking at some stuff. I think it was too.
It's not a bad game. Like I like a game where I don't really have to think. I just run through the level and collect all the pages and so many coins and whatever, and you're like, okay, I'm done. Next level.
Yeah, but like it doesn't feel, it's not like too overwhelming at the same time.
Exactly.
Because like that's how, like, if you think about it, like that's how Assassin's Creed Valhalla or like any of the new Assassin's Creeds are laid out, where it's like it is mindless just running around the map, but like shit is so far apart and there's so much to do that it's like, good lord, like this is not fun, like running around the map. This is irritating.
Then like a lot of missions also have you going from that place and then to another place, so then it's just already more like walking to another place.
Yeah.
Like I
that was like a thing.
My New Year's Day started me off playing like Super Lucky Sale, and I'm like, all right. And then I was like, I'm gonna play some Ghosts of Tsushima, just level up. I was trying to do like gold rank missions, and the people I was playing with kept dying, like on the first part. And I'm like, I messaged Waves and all that. He's like, yeah, I don't feel like playing. I'm like, okay, I'm going back to the Super Lucky Sale. I was like, I don't blame him one bit.
Yeah.
If it actually gets like that bad where you can't like get XP anymore, then like I'll hop on.
Yeah, I'll hop on too.
Oh no, I just started doing everything solo. And I've been getting through it. I'm like, all right, I'm just.
Yeah, that is true. You can start solo, I think. So.
Yeah, that's why I did. Start doing like I could do a bronze in like 8 minutes or 7 minutes on the first one, and then I could do gold in like 20. It takes me.
Yeah.
I was like, if I had help, I could go through gold like in 10 minutes, but
I think
the fastest we went through gold was like 5 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it depends on what kind of like modifiers you get and like the way that the level's laid out. I think by the time I finished Ghost of Tsushima like all together, like after I like helped Waves and did everything, I had all my characters level 20, and I think I had my samurai like up to level 30 or maybe close to 40.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like ridiculously high for no reason, but whatever.
The first time I did gold by myself, the first modifier was crows. I'm like, crap. Then the next one was like Omis. I'm like, okay. And then the third one's like the dogs, the exploding dogs. I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to get this.
The exploding dogs isn't awful. The crows one is awful because they stun lock the hell out of you, and like the second you get caught is game over.
Oh yeah.
Which is like
that game has matchmaking now for like the raid.
Yeah, I did hear that it does, which I don't know how I feel about that, because the one I remember, well, a majority of it is like it's centered around like communication. The second part definitely is.
Oh yeah.
Like for sure. The first part you may be able to get away like not communicating, But like the second and third, you definitely like you 100% need communication.
I was watching a streamer. He was doing a raid with some friends, and none of them watched how to do the second one. And I'm sitting there talking them through the second part. Like I'm typing them like, you gotta do this, this, and this. Because he got to the final part, and remember how you and Waze had to go off in the distance to get something, while me and Captain like just held down the fort and all that. I had to tell them how to do it.
Yeah, that stupid fucking cemetery with the invisible guys.
That second one was awful. I never want to do that second one ever again.
Yeah, me
The
either.
third one, though. The third one.
Oh,
yo,
shit!
just
I'm just buying you a bottle of fucking liquor and
just give Waves some tequila and we'll get through it.
I will literally PayPal him like $20 just to go buy himself a bottle.
No, imagine this:
like, all right.
a bottle of tequila and 60 frames. Waves is gonna be perfect parrying that bitch all night long.
That night, I perfect parried and perfect dodged everything.
Yeah, that shit was
we got
wild.
through the third part in what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe.
It was so fast. I mean, we died like the first two runs, I think.
Twice, yeah.
And then like the third time, everything just clicked.
My favorite thing about that third one was Waves going, "Let's go, boys."
Wave said, "I'm done with this bullshit. I'm trying to get this done."
It was funny as hell.
Perfect parry everything. Like, see ya.
Yeah. I'm gonna clap.
He clapped. He wasn't there clapping.
But that's all I've been playing. What about you, Snickle?
Well, I'm with Waves. I've just been playing Shadow of Mordor, the Game of the Year edition. I did everything in the base game other than the hunting challenges, which I'm waiting to complete the DLC to do.
Okay.
Just because you guys know me, I like to get the platinum and 100% at the same time, so I can just put the whole game away.
I agree.
I recently, tonight actually, I finished up the first DLC, the Lord of the Hunt, other than the Hunt is My Mistress trophy, which I'm going to be doing on stream, and then I started working on the Bright Lord DLC, which I hope to have that done maybe after the podcast, and then basically I just have to do the Test of the Wild trophies, which are like the stupid ones, but I'm not too worried about them.
Okay, nice.
But I loaded it up, but I haven't played it yet. But my next game after this is going to be Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. So once I get done this second DLC, I'm going to hop in there and start playing that.
A fucking banger.
Yeah, slapper. I cannot wait. And then after that is going to be some meme game, 2 meme game.
Are you gonna announce it here or?
I don't know. Should I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, I gotta pull them up because like I don't even remember the name of them. So it's gonna be the first one's gonna be Telling Lies, and then the second one's gonna be 5 Dates, which is basically like a Tinder game, a Tinder FMV game.
Oh, I can't wait for you to stream that game.
Oh my god, you better like stream that like on a weekend so I can actually like stay up and watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to on
or
like
stay up
a Friday night or something.
Earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something, but
I think I watched David Jaffe play that game on stream one time.
I'm gonna be so harsh to people. I'm swiping left on everyone. No, but playing through Middle-earth, playing like Shadow of Mordor, I'm gonna say this, because I know you played Shadow of War, Waves. The one thing that I missed from Shadow of War is that Drake. Like, being able to spawn a Drake and fly around the map is like the only thing I miss.
I forgot you could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's the only thing I miss, because like, even though getting around the map is like pretty easy to do, like the map isn't super big, that made it like so much faster. But yeah, I've enjoyed going back to play Shadow of Mordor.
The maps are like super small though, where I feel like a Drake isn't really necessary.
No, I don't think it's necessary, but
That'd be
I don't know. I mean, this is crazy. I was talking about this the other night with Waves. So even on because you're playing on the PS5, right, Waves?
Yeah.
So like even on the PS4, when you fast travel, that shit loads up like in literally a second, maybe less. Like if you're on the menu and you go, oh, I want to fast travel this tower, you're literally in that tower in like a second on the PS4 Pro.
Nice.
Like the load time is like ridiculously fast. I don't know why every game can't be like that.
I know, right?
It's not rocket science. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it.
You know which game I remember taking forever to load back then when the PS4 first came out?
Bloodborne?
Well, yeah, that one and The Last of Us Remastered. When you would first open the game or whatever, you'd load your save up.
Jeez. Oh, I want to talk about this because it just reminded me. So, did you guys ever play The Last of Us on the PS3? Did you do that boost waves?
Yeah.
No.
Right before I went down? All right, so I don't know if anyone... Well, you're not familiar with it, I don't think, Brian, but basically what happened with The Last of Us on the PS3 in like the last few years that it was up was that when you loaded into the game, if you wanted to load into the multiplayer, you know how like on the main player or the main menu, you could just like click multiplayer and you would go into multiplayer?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you did that on the PS3, you would click on it and then it would just go to like a black screen and it would just sit there and it wouldn't do anything. And you're like, what the fuck? I can't like load this multiplayer. This is bullshit. So what you would have to do is you would have to close the game, load it back up, hit multiplayer. The second you hit multiplayer, you had to click the XMB button and pull the XMB up. Wait a few seconds, and then like a message would pop up that would be like, this is not supported by Facebook anymore. And then you were loaded into the multiplayer.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, because it used to have... I remember this. It used to have like a Facebook integration back then where it would like post on your wall like how many people died in your village or whatever.
Yeah. It literally had
then,
like hard Facebook integration.
And then Sony, I think, told Facebook to fuck off or something. And then now Facebook just doesn't support anything like PlayStation related.
Yeah, so because I remember when I was boosting that game, I'd boosted it like multiple times, and like every time we would boost it, there would be people that would ask that. They'd be like, yo, I pressed the multiplayer button, but I just have a black screen. And like, you have to like explain it to them. And you would think like through that explanation, like, oh no, you're pulling my leg. Like that can't be true. And it's like, yeah, the fuck it is, dude. You have to do that. Trust me.
Yeah, I remember when you told me and I was like, what?
Yeah, that was everybody's like response. Like you tell them and they're like, nah, like you're definitely lying. Like this isn't going to work. And I'm like, yo, just do it one time. Trust me. It's going to work.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but
the PS3 generation was a fucking insane generation.
It was wild, man. That's why I'm still living it. It's just wild. One thing I was thinking about today though, because I haven't been playing Assassin's Creed for a while. Can the next Assassin's Creed game be like the old Assassin's Creed games?
We just have 1 year without an Assassin's Creed game.
I mean, we did.
We have another one.
We've had a few years without Assassin's Creed games.
Well, last year was Valhalla. Then the year before that was Odyssey. And the year before that was Origins.
I thought Odyssey came out in 2018.
Yeah.
So 2019 wasn't anything.
No, something came out in 2019.
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
No, I think the Rogue.
Rogue Remastered?
Yeah, but that doesn't...
No, it was 2018. That was March of 2018.
Huh.
I don't think anything came out in 2019.
I guess it's that DLC's boggled my mind.
Yeah, they kept releasing the DLC into 2019.
Yeah, because Origins was 2017.
Yep, and then Odyssey was 2018, and then nothing 2019, and then Valhalla was 2020.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, we had the DLC through 2019 then.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I was like, yeah, like, I'm not saying I miss it or anything. Like, Valhalla, like, was long as shit, but, like, I was like,
Syndicate
damn.
was 2015, right? Yeah.
Yep, and then they took a year off in between Syndicate and Origins.
And I think during that break, we've got Rogue Remastered. Yeah, 2018 for Rogue Remastered.
Right.
I miss the Unity and Syndicate like style.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, they were kind of like the original, except like they built on it. I want like something like Unity. I want co-op. You can
Co-op,
add the.
I mean, the parkour was like really good.
Yeah, the
in those
parkour was
two.
amazing. The co-op. You can add like the 2,000 collectibles that they had. I don't even remember. Add them all.
No, I don't want 2,000 collectibles.
No,
I
think
got
it was like.
Valhalla on my list, and you know what? You gotta do the series, so I think I'll just go backwards.
I mean,
I'll start at Valhalla, do Odyssey, then Origins, so this way.
I mean, if you do that, you'll probably be happier with your life.
Probably. I'll just go backwards, and it'll get better as I go.
I think we talked about this one time. I don't know if it was in the podcast waves, or we were just talking about it, but we were speculating that. I mean, obviously, like Origins was in development, like probably before Syndicate came out, but we were like, maybe they changed the layout of them because like Unity came out and like it flopped because they fucked up, and then Syndicate came out and didn't sell good, so they like basically like made an excuse to themselves of like, well, Syndicate didn't sell good, so people don't care about this game, like this style of game anymore. When it was like, nah, Syndicate didn't sell good because Unity like flopped and people were scared to buy it.
Yeah.
And then they changed it to this.
that.
Yeah, then they changed it to this RPG shit.
Which, like, is fine, I guess, but, like...
Like, I like Valhalla, I like Origins, I just couldn't stand Odyssey.
My thing is, like, every game's just, like, the same now.
I think that's why I like Immortals Phoenix Rising. It's simple, it's not a huge map, it's a decent story, and I'm having fun with it. So...
Yeah, Odyssey was just like, even if you look at Odyssey as like, if you looked at it like a normal, like not an Assassin's Creed game, I think it would still be a piece of shit. But I don't know, man. Like I've been playing Assassin's Creed since like 2010. Like I've been playing it like every year, and that like Odyssey was the only one that I played. Like you remember back in the day, Waves, like when you played like Brotherhood and Revelations and all that, like you were getting mind fucked by the story, but like at least it was a mind fucking that like you could figure out, and like it made sense at the end of the day if once you did some reading and stuff. Like Odyssey has no story that makes any sense at all. You could sleep on that shit for 2 weeks and you still will not understand, and it doesn't tie into anything. Like the timeline makes 0 sense. DLC makes 0 sense. The second DLC is laughable because Layla is just retarded. Like,
oh, I hate that second DLC.
I feel like the AI is getting worse in the games also.
Like more stupid?
Like they're getting stupider.
Yeah, I mean,
or something.
Well, they have to. They're pulling like a that's exactly what like Destiny 2 did. Remember when like Destiny 1 came out and it was hard and everything, and then Bungie was like, "Oh, Destiny 2, we're gonna cater to the general population of gamers and not our hardcore fans." And people were like, "Why the fuck would you do that?" And then they start handing like, "Oh, here's an exotic for you. Here's an exotic for you. Do this one fucking strike and you get an exotic." It's like, what? What the hell?
Finish the prologue and you get 2 exotics.
Yeah, like what? Like it's literally like they're handing that shit out, and then like Destiny 2 died because of that. Dude, I remember Destiny 1, like the whole point of that shit was like the weekly reset came around, you did your nightfalls on all your characters, you did your raids on all your characters, like getting the exotics was like a big deal, like getting like the icebreaker or the Galahorn or like any of that shit was a big deal, and they torched it in the second game. So,
apparently people are mad right now in that game.
What, Destiny 2?
Like the community. Yeah, I didn't read why, but something to do with the PvP or something.
It's something with that game. I think I remember them saying that they were slated for a third game, but I don't think it's gonna happen anymore.
I don't think they're gonna do a third game anymore. I think they're just updating Destiny 2.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do as well. Well, like originally, like when the first one came out, I think they were supposed to do like a trilogy with
Well, Destiny 1 was supposed to be like a 10-year game.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Yeah. Then Destiny 2 came out.
Well, was it supposed to be a 10-year game or was it supposed to be a 10-year franchise?
I heard that was supposed to be a 10-year game.
Oh, because I thought I heard one time that it was supposed to be like a 10-year franchise. So they were basically going to put they were going to do a trilogy, which basically meant they were going to put a new game out every like 3 years, which makes sense because Destiny 1 came out in 2014, I think, and then Destiny 2 came out in 2017, I think. So it was like 3 years, but then Destiny 2's just been poopy.
They should have just kept Destiny 1 and like just kept it like adding DLC to that rather than going in Destiny 2.
Dude, it doesn't matter anyway, because the second they added DLC, they would have been like, oh, okay, we're going to add this DLC, we're going to take the Vault of Glass out now. Like, what? Like, that's what they're doing in the second game.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
How the hell are you going to take content out from, like, the base game? Like, what? Are you stupid or something? Alright, well, we can let's get off some ranting topics, because we're just... we're going AWOL right now. So, I mean... Do you have any upcoming games that you're going to be playing, Waves? Any plans?
Just finish up Shadow of Mordor. I do actually want to play Squadrons sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I might have to download that and play it with you.
I did pick up Squadrons on the sale too, so
Nice.
And I want to finish up Demon Souls on the PS5. That's my plans, at least.
Okay, nice.
I plan on getting Spyro done, and Marvel Phoenix Rising, and hopefully Ghost of Tsushima done soon. And then I would like to hop on Squadrons and get some of that done, and Marvel's Avengers before the servers take a shit.
Yeah, I have Avengers too. I might hop on and do some of that stuff, or just get the whole game done.
Let me know when you're
Oh, and Enemy Front.
Yeah, and then Enemy Front. There's like two newer, like games. Like, so I want to do Marvel's Avengers at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not like within the next like few weeks, but like probably within the next month. And then the other game that I want to do at some point, because it's like in the same boat, but it came out later, is I want to do Anthem as well, which sounds kind of stupid, but
That is stupid.
But
I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing Anthem again.
Yeah, I kind of want to do it just because this game was supposed to be the Destiny killer, and I know it's like complete poo-poo, but you know, that's my favorite, so.
I played it when it first came out. I like to see how they fixed it, or if they fixed it at all.
I don't think they ever did.
Nah, that
road,
they were
fun.
Yeah, that roadmap that they have went in the trash can.
Weren't they supposed to like rework the entire game, and it was supposed to come out like this year or last year?
Yeah.
From what I remember.
Yeah, they well, I think the game, when did that game come out? That game is 2019 maybe?
2018, 2019.
2019. February of 2019, so it's going on 2 years.
Yeah, I think wasn't the first like big AAA release for 2019, I think.
Yeah. Yep, it was, and it flopped fucking hard, but yeah, they promised a lot of things. They put a whole roadmap out, and then I'm pretty sure it all literally got thrown in the trash. So I just want to experience it. I mean, it seems like the concept of it seems cool. I've heard the gameplay's repetitive as fuck, but like I just got done playing AC Valhalla, so you know.
So why not torture yourself some more?
Exactly. If I'm doing it, I might as well. I'm about to play some slappers, so after I play those, I might as well throw some pooper in there.
Some shitters.
Yeah, gotta throw them in here and there.
I feel it.
But yeah, for me, I want to finish up Shadow of Mordor, you know, maybe tomorrow, like all together, which I'll be doing on stream, and then I want to start playing Star Wars Jedi Knight 2. And I'm gonna get back into my routine of Star Wars and Hitman. So after Star Wars, I'm doing those 2 FMV games, and then I'll be doing the worst Hitman of them all, which is Hitman Absolution on the PS3.
Ew.
Yes.
Which is unobtainable now.
It is unobtainable now, so but I got the trophy, so I'm gonna be going for that. And then here and there, like I want to start, you know, I've been talking about it with like Catz and everything, but like I do want to start doing some more like PS3 games. Like I want to finish up like Enemy Front, try to finish up like BioShock 2. There's a few other games that Catz and I were talking about. I'm trying to do GTA 5 on the PS3. Like I really just want to get that DLC done, because that game scares me, because I have no idea when it's going to go down. And then I think I'm supposed to do GTA 5 on the PS4 in the next few months with Catz, Captain, and Kent. So I just threw like 10 games out there.
Well, that's too much multiplayer, Snickle. You gotta You gotta stop yourself.
I haven't done it in a while, to be honest. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe it doesn't feel like a while because it's literally only been like I've only played one game in between, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. All right. Did you guys pick any games up recently?
Just the Spiral Trilogy and Star Wars Squadron.
Nice. I picked up one game, kind of out of the blue, but it was $10 on Amazon. It might still be. Let me check for you real quick.
What game?
Well, it's a good game. Waves likes it.
Oh, God.
He's gonna try to get us to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to do it at some point. Neo 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
It's actually like a good game.
Yeah. So that was $10 on Amazon, so I picked that up. Still $10 right now.
Is the first Neo?
It's
How
not
hard?
bad. I'm pretty sure you can play the whole game with people, so
I mean, it's not hard if like PSNP has like, I think it's at 20% right now on PSNP. If those goobers can do it, you can do it.
yeah, that's true.
I think Neo 2 is even easier.
How many DLCs did it have?
I think they both have 3.
Let me look. Let me take a look at that.
I know the season pass is on sale right now for Neo 2.
Oh, I was gonna say I have the Neo 1 season pass, and then so yeah, Neo 2 has 3. Damn, Neo 2's platinum's a fucking 33%. That's wild.
Yeah, it's like even easier.
Neo 1's at 15%. And then obviously you have the Neo remaster coming out in February, right?
Which Neo 2's gonna give you the PS5 version, but Neo 1 you have to buy the PS5 version separately.
I mean, that's understandable, I guess.
It's weird.
Well, it's because Neo 2 came out it literally came out this year, didn't it? Or last year, 2020? Technically?
Yeah. 2020. Yeah.
Doesn't even feel like it. 2020 feels like it's been like 10 years long.
Yeah. It's crazy that we're in 2021 already.
Yeah, I'm glad. Glad we're finally out of the hopefully worst year of the worst year ever. Hopefully.
So far.
No, stop first. The worst year ever. All right. So we seems like we got all of our stuff at Christmas, nothing in the new year. So coming out, I guess it started today, right? It would have started today. We're recording this on the 5th.
I think it's on the 6th that's coming out.
Okay, the 6th then. So when this drops, the new PS Plus games will be coming out for January, which is Maneater, Greedfall, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So go pick those up if you don't have any.
And Maneater's only the PS5 version, not the PS4 version.
Yes.
Maneater, fun game.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel like I've been saying it since Greedfall came out, but I didn't want to spend $50 on it because I wasn't that confident, but I think Greedfall is like one of those games that's gonna be like a sleeper game.
I remember people saying it was good when it came out.
Yeah, it's just an interesting like concept of a game. But it's just something that has flown so far under the radar that I don't think people even know like what it is.
I don't know what it is, in all honesty.
Well, you should give it a try then.
What are your guys' thoughts on it?
But it's going to be your new PlayStation Plus games for the month. So, I mean, I guess I can do this topic. It's my favorite one ever. Server shutdowns.
Hit us with it.
All right, hold on. Gotta pull her up. So, I guess last week we wouldn't have been out of it yet, but now unobtainable is going to be Battlefield Hardline, the Test Your Metal trophy. So that's only the competitive game mode in Battlefield Hardline. You can still do everything else, just not the competitive thing. Again, no idea what it is. Hex Card Clash, that went down on the 31st. NBA 2K19 went down on the 31st. And then the reason that Waves and I think Brian have been playing it as well, Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor was supposed to go down on the 31st, but the Vendetta missions are still up, and it is the 5th. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, I have a feeling that this is going to turn into a Batman Arkham Origins situation where the servers are supposed to be shut down, but they just won't ever go down.
They just forgot to turn off one server right in the corner.
Yeah.
The office.
Yeah, or like I think with Arkham Origins, they shut the servers down in like Japan, but they left them up everywhere else. Or something stupid like that. So like technically you should, I don't know. There's some weird thing with Arkham Origins, and it shouldn't be achievable, but it is. So if you haven't gotten your Vendetta trophy, go get it, because they could go down.
What could be, which would be funny if it's true, is maybe the normal edition went down, but the Game of the Year edition is still up.
That's true. Let me check.
I mean, that's probably not true, but I mean, it would be funny if it did.
That would be stupid, but let's check, sir. The Vendetta mission. No, people are still earning it on the normal version too, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I did kind of speculate that it wouldn't go down when they said it would, just because of the time, but now we're like almost a week past and it's still up, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's gonna happen.
It's just weird to like shut down that, like,
yeah, I don't
still kind of relative. I mean, it's almost 10 years old at this point, but obviously there's still people like playing it and stuff. I don't know.
I mean, it's only, I mean, if you look at the original, I'm pulling it up right now, the original one came out on September 30th 2014, so it's only 6 years old.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't understand is, like, I don't know their server situation. So, like, you probably know, more than we would know, Waves, but, like, when it comes to servers, are the servers, like, maintained by the developer or the publisher? I would think the developer, right?
I think it depends.
Like, I'm not sure how that all works. So, like, if it's by the developer, it would make sense, because like Monolith's only other games that they have are Fear 2, which is down, and Gotham City Imposters, which is down. So
I think it's usually by the publishers.
So, and then if you go by publishers, you have, it's obviously WB Games, but WB Games just shut their servers down. Their most recent game that they've put out is Hitman 2, which they just shut the servers down for. So I don't know.
They also shut down Mad Max, didn't they?
Yeah, they shut down Mad Max. Batman Arkham Origins is supposed to be down. I'm looking through their list of games right now. Mortal Kombat. It kind of scares me because they have Injustice and Injustice 2, and I've not done them yet, so I may want to hop on those sooner rather than later. But I truly don't get it. I mean, I can understand a game where, like, obviously these can't be dedicated servers. This information has to be stored somewhere because they're pulling the missions. But, like, is it really, like, that much of a pain to, like, keep, like, one server up for all of these? And, like, truly, how much maintenance do you have to do for that? But it's their game, so I guess they're gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah, I mean, try to at least still get it.
Yeah.
Before it's too late, obviously.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's possible they just forgot, and, like, any moment now it'll drop,
Yeah, like MK9? Yeah.
It could be going down as we're having this discussion right now. So yeah. Don't play with fire. Go get it done if you haven't. It's a...
ASAP.
Yeah, it's a late Christmas gift, but it hasn't gone down yet, so go get it done if you haven't.
Monolith's out there looking for you.
The only other game I'll talk about going down, which I cannot wait until this is done, at the end of this month is Battleborn, which is going down on the 25th of January. Yeah, that's like 1, 2.
Good time to do it, right?
It's almost 3 weeks, like 2 weeks, 2 weeks and 5 days or something like that. So 2 weeks and yeah, I don't know. If you want to do it, do it. I wouldn't suggest it, but do what you want to do. All right.
I can't wait for you to try to talk us into that game.
I'm not talking anyone into it because I can't even
You
talk
tried to.
I did try like a year and a half ago. I did try, but I would not talk anyone into it now. That would be a gift from the devil, which I will not do.
Why not?
Cause no one should go through that. No one should have to put themselves through that. I won't even put myself through it, so I don't want anyone else to put themselves through it.
All right, I can agree on that then. I don't want to do it either, so it's fine.
If I'm not gonna be selfish enough to pull other people in, then
you know what?
We're not gonna.
Every time I go grocery shopping at Walmart, I stop, I look at the gaming section, and I see Battleborn for $5, and I just keep telling myself, it's not worth it, and just walk away.
It's tempting, isn't it?
Yeah.
When I had my games up in my room, it was always staring at me, and I was always like, man, you know, it could be fun. It could be another Evolve situation where like when we did Evolve, like it was, you know, I wouldn't say it was the best thing, but like, I don't know, we had fun playing it. I think it was more like us, you know, the conversation, not necessarily the game, but.
Well, that's usually how it goes when we boost, though. It's more about the conversation anyway.
That is true. So I didn't want to put anyone through it. So I was like, you know what?
All right.
We'll just move on from it. Battleborn will be, you know, stuck in the past where it should be.
Yeah.
Buried
That $5
underground.
price tag. I'll probably just pick it up and put it in for the game collection and just let it sit on the shelf forever.
Yep. That's what mine does. That's exactly what mine does. All right, so that's our intro there.
Okay.
Our 1 hour intro.
I was just about to say that we're about at an hour. I don't know if that's something we should like try to, you know, if that's a typical thing. Waves is the one that does the description, so he does all the time stamping. So I don't know if that's like a typical time that we stop the intro or not.
I mean, I should check next time.
It is what it is.
It's about that time. It's around that time, I think.
So let's get into some topics. We don't have too many big topics to talk about, or too many topics at all. And we have one kind of, I guess, viewer requested topic to end the podcast with. So
Awesome.
We'll get to that at the end. If you guys want to submit any topics for us to talk about, you can do them in the comments. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet at us over there. You can get in touch with any of the three of us on any of our social medias or anything, and we will we'll evaluate and add it to a future episode.
Oh yeah.
So, starting off, this was kind of the only like big thing that I saw going on in the last week was people getting refunded that bought Maneater. So I don't know if one of you guys wants to go into a little more detail with this, but I thought it was interesting because this is the first time that I think Sony has ever straight up issued refunds for anything.
Yeah.
They didn't even like ask you, did they?
No.
They just like refunded it.
No, you literally got a
and
message on your PS5 if you got a refund. There was no option. They were just like, yeah, go check your payment method. You should be refunded.
Basically, if you bought Maneater on the PS5, a couple, I don't know exactly how many hours before they announced the PlayStation Plus games for January, Sony automatically refunded the money to you. You didn't lose the game at all. It's still on their systems. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a future thing with Sony going on with the PS5, which I think would be really nice because how many times do you see when they announce the PlayStation Plus games like, oh, I just bought this game on sale like a month last week or yesterday, you know?
Yeah.
I I think it's really cool of them to do that.
Yeah, I agree, but the only question that it raises for me is how the ownership of this will work, because let's say, for instance, Maneater. We'll use it as an example. Let's say last month you buy Maneater and you play it, and then this month they give it away for free. Well, people who didn't buy it obviously get it for free, but if they stop their PlayStation Plus subscription, they lose the game. But you keep it because you bought it before. So I don't know if this is going to work. If the people that bought this and got refunded, if this is going to be a thing that's permanently in their library, even if they stop their PlayStation Plus subscription, or if it's going to be transitioned over to, this is a PlayStation Plus game. If you stop your subscription, you lose their game. Because it's not like they chose to not to get it for free. This was kind of forced upon them, and they bought it at a discounted price. So I don't know. It's nice that they did it, but I don't. It like there's a few like nuances with that would kind of make me go like, huh? What if I didn't want the refund?
I was listening to one story about it, and I believe they said that they get to keep the game permanently.
So even if they cancel their PlayStation Plus, they'll still
exactly
keep the game.
Because they technically did buy it. You know.
Yeah.
That's weird. Like
it is weird, right?
That doesn't make sense to me.
No,
it kind of does to me, because they did get it, they did pay for it, but yet they got refunded. I know it's a weird
they paid for it, but they got their money back, so then they should lose that license after they lose their.
Yeah, but the thing is they bought it at a discounted rate. So if they ever wanted to buy it again and it wasn't discounted, they would kind of be screwed. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of weird. And like, I don't know the details because I've never like truly looked into it. But, you know, if a game goes up for PlayStation Plus next month, has it ever been on sale the week before? Because if Sony was smart, which I mean, not really smart, but like if Sony thought it out, they would have said, okay, Maneater's going to be the PlayStation Plus game for January. We're not going to allow a sale for this sale right before it, so that like it doesn't like kind of like force people to buy it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Why is it only Maneater? Because
I think it's only going to be.
I'm sure Shadow of the Tomb Raider and I don't know about Greedfall, but Shadow of the Tomb Raider was also on sale.
I honestly think it's just going to be for like PS5 versions. I think it's something new that's going to happen with the PS5.
Yeah, that could be a possibility too. I think there is a difference between the Tomb Raiders, if I'm not mistaken, too, because Captain was talking about it the other day. The only version of Shadow of the Tomb Raider that you can buy is the Ultimate Edition. And I think the version that they're giving for Plus is the not Ultimate Edition.
No,
so basically a different SKU then.
Yeah. So basically they're offering the one with the DLC, but they're giving the one for free without the DLC. So
okay.
It is like kind of a different game, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, you explaining that, Brian, makes it feel like a little better, but like I would be confused by that too, because if like I don't know, I'm not saying I would cancel my PlayStation Plus subscription, but if anyone was to like cancel it and then you're like, wait, I was playing Maneater, why don't I own this game anymore? Like that would be kind of annoying.
I think Sony.
I don't feel like Sony would like just allow themselves to lose that much money on like sales just because like good PR or whatever, just because it's a Plus game for the next month. I don't know, that's weird.
There's a theory I have in my head about this, is that they had probably a different game set up for it to be Plus game for the 5, and something happened, so they had to put a different game on there, and that's why it was on the sale.
Yeah, that could totally be a possibility.
And maybe this is a new thing going on with the PS5, and nobody really knew about it, and since this is the first time we're seeing it happen, it wasn't probably meant to happen, you know?
Yeah.
But maybe they... what was that one time? It was a couple years ago. People complained so much about the Plus games that they actually changed the Plus games.
Yeah, I think it's because they didn't offer like anything that was like playable or really something stupid like that. Which, like, I mean, free is free at the end of the day. The thing that's weird to me about this Maneater thing is, like, no one was complaining about it either.
No.
Like, the fact that, like, honestly, I mean, like Wave said, like, Sony kind of just threw money away. Like, I'm sure people that bought it were, like, pissed off, but, like, you got it on a sale. It was probably, like, $5 or $10.
And you know what? One, Maneater's not even a full $60 game at one summer. It was $40, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was on sale for $20, so you got half off anyway. And 2 or 3, it's going to be interesting to see going forward. I don't think Sony's going to be doing this again. You know, I think they're going to all right, people kind of know about this now, but will they do it again? We don't know. Are they going to allow this to happen again? You know, like a Plus game coming out and with a game that's already on sale for the PS5? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird because you could do it anyway, because it's not even like if Maneater wasn't on sale, people could still have bought it in December.
True.
So there are people that kind of get screwed out of it either way, because you could buy a Plus game, you could buy a game that's going to be on Plus, next month right now, but you don't know it. So
right. Well, I think it went down to that the people that got refunded was within so many hours too of it getting of the announcement.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think it's since last month. I think it's just been maybe 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, it's not like you bought it and then bought it. You played it for a long amount of time and then you want your money back now.
Right. And to be honest, how many people bought a copy of Maneater in 24 to 48 hours of it being before it got announced for Plus?
Probably not a lot. I don't know, exactly. Maybe a lot.
So I don't think they lost too much money. But it was enough to make headlines.
Yeah, they definitely did it for PR, so it is what it is. But I just thought it was interesting because that's the first time that I've ever seen Sony openly give a refund out.
Maybe Cyberpunk made them hey, we could do this. We could do this now.
Yeah.
They finally figured out where the refund button was.
Yeah. Man, that thing was dusty.
That shit was never functioning. They said
Somebody
refund.
Forgot to plug it in.
They said, wait, refund, don't you spell that B-A-N? Right? That's how you spell refund, right?
I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it.
All right. So if you were fortunate enough to have bought Maneater 2 days before it got announced, you got your money back. All 12 of you. So congratulations.
But you pick it up on Plus if you have a PS5 and all that. It is a decent game. Word of advice though, if you do play that game, don't get all the collectibles before you beat the game. The game kind of bugs out with it a little bit. So do the story and then finish up all the collectibles.
You heard it here first from Brian. That's how I would have played the game anyway, so. Okay, next topic we got going on here is, did you guys hear about this PS5 that's going to be themed like a PS2 coming out this week, I think?
I've seen it. I haven't really looked into it. I do know it. To me, it's just faceplates.
Mm-hmm.
So
basically,
I do want the
what
black
it
controller,
is,
though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the big thing. So they basically did like a matte black for the faceplates, which I've already seen people do that anyway. People have been hydro dipping them or whatever to turn them black. It's I've already that's not anything new, but yeah, the interesting thing is the black controller, which I think looks phenomenal. I don't know why they didn't have that as an option from the beginning.
Oh.
But yeah, it looks nice.
In all honesty, I do like the PS5 in white,
Yeah.
It grew on me. I like how it looks. So I don't really care about how the PS5 looks. I just like that controller, and I hope they do make those because I would buy one.
Oh, they'll for sure come out with. I mean, we saw what happened with the PS4. You started with just a black controller, and now there's about 200 different variations you can pick from. So yeah, I mean, it'll definitely be something that happens.
Yeah, it looks cool. I still like how the black looks on the PS5. Especially that controller.
The all black?
Yeah, the all black. Especially the controller. Just looks really nice.
Well, I like that it's not like the transparent buttons either. I do like that about the PS5. I do think it looks nice, but that controller though, that just the way it's black and has the all the colors for the buttons and all that. Oh,
Yeah, it's got like the OG non-glossy,
take my money.
non-transparent buttons.
Oh,
And that
I'll
black,
gladly spend $60 on that.
yeah, that black and blue looks phenomenal together too.
Oh, I'll buy the faceplates too if they came out with like PS2 faceplates for it. Oh yeah, I'll buy those.
It wouldn't even be that. Like, if they just came out with different colored faceplates, like they could literally sell black faceplates and make this.
Well, we talked about this a few podcasts ago. How there's a few sites talking about making them that, and hopefully Sony will start doing it. And Sony said why they didn't come out with different color consoles because it's hard enough just launching a single console at first.
Yeah, it kind of comes down to like it's their product, so they want it to kind of be, I mean, this is what I look at it from like a marketing standpoint, is like you're making a product and like part of the product is like the color scheme that goes with it. So if you're releasing, if the PS5 is being released and it's all white with the black insert and the blue lights, like that's what it's going to be known like for. Like people are going to be looking for that. So if they see something that's like all black, people are going to be like, wait, that's not what I've been seeing. I mean, it's like with whatever the Xbox Series, whatever, that looks like a refrigerator. Like if they made that thing in like white or something, people would be like, wait, is that the same one? Like, I think there could just be like confusion because you know how people just don't like use their brains sometimes, but
like my biggest props to Xbox when it comes to controllers is their website just for making your controllers, and you can do all the customizations and color combinations you want.
yeah, I don't know why Sony doesn't do that.
Oh, they should.
It's because Sony hates us.
Yeah, they're kind of like, this is this is what you're getting. If you don't like it, if you don't like it, well, you're still gonna buy it. So thank you for your money, dummy.
It's also the PS2 thing. Like PS5 is also just it's a third party that's doing it.
Yep.
On the first part.
Yeah, this isn't through Sony. This is a third party that's doing it. I don't know. It says, I'm looking through some things and it's saying that there's only going to be 500 of them sold. But again, I don't see what the difference is if you just, you know, take the plates off, you know, hydro dip them or, you know, take them somewhere, have them do it for you. You're going to get the same thing other than it looks like there's like a little sticker or something on it that may be like unique to this. But again, it's not something that like you can't make. So.
Yeah, and I'm sure like, I think Sony's probably going to do like an anniversary thing again. I don't know if y'all remember like the 15th anniversary PS4.
Oh yeah.
It was all like PS1. Like, I'm sure they're going to do something like that again with their PS5 controllers and stuff.
So.
Yeah. Actually, I lied. So this is the consoles are going to be limited to 304 units. And the reason for that is because the PS2 was originally released on March 4th, 2000. And
okay, that's a neat little detail.
Yeah, and then they're doing 500 controllers. Huh. So it looks like you can buy the controllers separate from the console.
Interesting.
So
that's cool.
But I guarantee you this is going to be like astronomically high, the price of this.
Oh yeah.
So looking at the picture, I was reading something a few days ago about the PS5 and it was like a how to insert the disc into the PS5 because I guess people have been trying to insert the disc when it's standing vertically. People have been inserting the disc with the artwork facing outward when it's supposed to go the other way because the disc drive is actually on the bottom when it's sitting horizontally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did that by mistake my first time. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it makes sense when it's vertically. Like, you're like, oh, yeah, that totally makes sense. And then you lay it down and you're like, oh, shit, no, that doesn't make sense.
I haven't had problems with it.
I did, when I first got my PS5, I put in the first, I put in Spider-Man to download. I'm like, man, this ain't downloading. I'm like, oh, shit, I put it in the wrong way. My bad.
You're probably like, wait, I put this in. Why isn't this working? What the
Right. I was so used to the PS4. I'm like, yeah, artwork goes up.
Yeah. Well, that's what anyone thinks in their right mind. You don't put it in with the artwork facing down. Like, what?
And then I figured out, and I was like, oh, man, I feel like a dumbass. I was like, and they even tell you which way to put it.
Well, you know how it gets sometimes.
I'm like, oh well.
So in regards to the PS5, apparently there's supposed to be a third wave of big restocks coming in January. There was obviously the first stock that came in November when it came out. There was another stock that rolled in maybe like a week or two before Christmas. A few of those consoles actually, because I've had a few friends get them, they actually, like Walmart or whatever who they were selling them through, like Walmart sold them, but they're not actually shipping them until like next week or something. So they kind of did like a pre-order for them, but they counted it as a restock. So I mean, whatever. But apparently there's supposed to be another restock happening either the 7th, the 12th, the 7th or the 12th through the 15th. So either this week or next week. There's supposed to be a restock. So if you're looking for one, I guess keep an eye out.
Are you still looking for one, Snickle?
I mean, I'm still looking for one, but I'm not. This is the problem. I've been on for both restocks, and it's a fucking shit show, dude. You can't get anything. And to be fair, on the second restock, there was a lot more precautions when it came to bots and scalpers. They did have more like CAPTCHA and stuff when you wanted to like add stuff to your cart, especially through Walmart, because I think Walmart was probably the worst when it came to it. But
right,
one thing I just still can't wrap my brain around is like, if Sony's gonna do these restocks, can they do what they did with the pre-orders and like send emails out to people that they didn't originally send emails out to and be like, hey, if you haven't got your PlayStation 5 yet, here you go. Like, I'm
They're
still
like, no, it's all for themselves now.
Yeah, or they send it to people that, you know, like they did randomly, and if you did get one, you can, because typically people who have one, like if you guys got one, what you guys did, if they send an email out like that and you guys got it, if they had an option to like, oh, suggest, or like, you know, suggest to a friend, like you guys would obviously like send one to me. Like, I think people that actually like care about like gaming don't care about like buying and reselling for like for a profit. So
that's more like, all right, Snickle, I can refer you, but what's in it for me?
Yeah, I mean that's what it would end up being. But like, it's just it's so irritating. And like, to be fair, do I really have anything to play on the PS5 if I got it? I mean, I would probably play Godfall and Immortals would be like the two games that I would play. But I mean, I don't know if I would play anything else on it. So am I mad that I don't have one yet? Not really, but I'll get one whenever the time comes. I'm not gonna fight someone for it.
Yeah, it all depends. You know, it's like if I didn't have one, I would try to get one before the new Ratchet and Clank came out, because that's the big game I really want. Next big game I really want to play.
I mean, it's probably gonna be easier to do it now that the holidays are over.
Oh yeah, I got my I got my PS4, I got it in February, I think, of 2014. So I didn't even I waited like 4 months or so to get that, and it was like no problem. I literally walked into a GameStop and got it like no issue at all. So
have you guys actually, speaking to like the PS5, have you guys seen like the video of like the social experiment where somebody helped a kid who got his PlayStation 5 stolen?
What?
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay, so basically they're doing like, they got a hat on a kid or filming them. They gave him like a PlayStation 5 box, and they have him like standing outside of a store, and they want to see if somebody would try to rob the kid for it, and if somebody was trying to rob the kid, would they somebody intervene? Well, the first time it was like two guys, and one grabbed the kid, and one dude took off with the box. The second time, a lady's like, "Oh, you got a PS5? My boyfriend really wanted one." She's like, "Here's $600." You know, like, he's like, "No." And she took the box. She tried calling the cops and all that. And the guy who was running the camera was like, "Hey, lady, you're being recorded." She just takes off the box, and he looks like, "How much did she give you?" $600. Like, Wow, she's gonna be really mad when she finds out there's an empty box.
That's hilarious. Dude, people are fiending for this shit. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I didn't really pay attention like when the PS3 came out. So like, I don't know what was going on there. Cause I think that was kind of, I think the PS3 would be the most comparable to what's going on now with the PS5.
The PS3 had like a bunch of shortages and people were like literally killing each other over it.
Yeah, like it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Well, I didn't get a PS3 until maybe close to a year after it launched. And I say I was about 8 months for the PS4. It took me.
Yeah, I didn't get the PS3 till the Slim came out. That's when I got the PS3.
I might have the PS3 kind of early because I got the Fatboy 80 gig. That's backwards compatible.
Oh yeah, that's like an OG.
Yeah.
I think I got my PS3 2008.
Okay.
With Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. And
Nice.
Then I got the PS4 at launch. And I got lucky enough to get the 5 at launch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the 4 slightly after, and then I got the 4 Pro right when it came out, because that was like that literally 0 issues to pre-order that thing on Amazon and get it day one.
What's funny is that I think I just read recently that they're stopping production of a PS4 Pro.
Oh, if you go on, let me check right now, but like if you go on Amazon, I think like the Pro, you can't even buy the Pro anymore.
Really?
I think last year, like for some reason, you just could not find a Pro anywhere. Not last year, like 2 years ago. For some reason, you could just not find a Pro anymore at all.
Yeah, like if you go on Amazon and you just type like PS4 Pro, the only one that comes up that you can buy like from Amazon, like with Prime, is like $680.
Yeah, I'm getting the 682 one,
Yeah.
and then I see a Red Dead 2 one.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 for $650. So like the Pro is even like hard to find as well.
Yeah.
There's Last of Us 2 Pro for $650.
Yeah. The Spider-Man for $700 is damn. Anybody want to buy my PS4 Spider-Man Pro? $700. I'll give you a discount.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. Like I don't even know if you get like because they only make the Pro and the Slim. Like even if you type in PS4, like even the Slim, I mean, is that normal pricing?
I just looked it up.
$450?
It should be 400.
I mean, there's 450. Here's like a
No,
discontinued
wait, isn't
one.
the Slim supposed to be 300?
The what?
Isn't the Slim supposed to be 300 and the Pro supposed to be 400?
We got easy
I don't
answers.
know.
Go to PlayStation's website.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there too.
Well, I just read here, the Pro model has been discontinued as of September 2020.
Wow. That's shocking.
Honestly surprised.
Yeah, isn't it? I mean, I think it definitely, a lot of it has to do. Well, I heard that the shortage with the 4 or the 5 was because of like everything going on with COVID.
Yeah.
Or sorry,
Yeah.
oops, with the big C. But like, I'm not sure.
We have to bleep that out.
Yeah, I'm not going to though.
Unfortunately,
It's too much
yes.
work. But yeah, with the big C, like it halted a lot of things because I guess minerals that they needed, and then obviously just like production is just down because no one's supposed to be working. So
it looks like the Slim is supposed to be 300.
Dude,
yeah,
that's
the Slim's supposed to be 300 and the Pro's supposed to be 400.
That's
Yeah,
fucking crazy because even if you go to like a Target or anything, like I don't even think they have PS4s in stock.
I'm gonna check Best Buy right now.
I'm trying to think about the last time I went to I think I was at a Target like a week ago, and they didn't have anything. They didn't have any PS4s.
No, you're right.
They're literally that's crazy. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's crazy. They don't have any consoles.
I mean, I've always seen the Slim. I've never seen the Pro.
I've seen a Pro in stores, but like recently, hell no. I've not seen anything recently.
No.
Wow, that's crazy that we're We're doing some
Just
live
find us
live
out.
investigation right here.
I didn't even
I
think
forgot
about
the
that.
Pro came out in 2016.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think I got mine in 2018.
No, I got mine day one, actually.
The Pro, yeah, I got mine day one too.
And then I upgrade, and then I got when I bought Spider-Man, I got the Pro Edition, so...
Oh, so they're only discontinuing the Pro in Japan.
Oh, okay.
I
But
don't-
it's probably, because of the big C word, it's probably hard to get one still all over the world.
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
But the Pro doesn't even show up on the PlayStation website.
It shows up, but you can't buy it. If you go to buy now, it doesn't. There's no option to buy it. It says available now, but there's no like option. But yeah, the normal PS3 or PS4, I guess it's supposed to be a slim PS4 1 TB is $300.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. I didn't even realize that like they were that low stock even in PS4s. You can't even buy like PS4 is out of stock even on PlayStation's
Yeah.
website. Wow.
Most every website is out.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm glad that I got a. I mean, at least I got a 4.
That shiny one's $680 on fucking Walmart.
Shit, if I didn't have a 4, I'd be on the 3. I got a few of those laying around.
Just a few.
I need
Yeah,
to pick
just a
up
few. No big deal. I got like 4 of them just laying around.
I need to pick up a newer 3, I should say.
Hey, the 3 Super Slim 500 gig, that is a lifesaver. I could fit so many games on that thing.
I'm just like in shock right now. Like, I did not know this was a thing that was happening right now.
Right.
What, that there's no consoles at all anywhere?
But there's like no PS4s anywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I thought the PS5 was like a big thing, but it's seeming like it's everything.
Well, I gotta check this, because are there any Xboxes anywhere? Yes, there are.
Xbox One, yeah, there's gonna be Xbox Ones everywhere.
That
And
thing
with that,
is-
let's go to our
Oh.
next topic.
Yeah, we can move on to the next topic. I don't want to talk about Xbox. They poo poo. All right,
I
so
find a PlayStation like finding a Switch. Holy crap!
yeah, Switch was hard from the beginning. It's probably
It's still hard right now.
So our last topic is the user submitted topic or viewer submitted topic from Catz. He wanted us to talk about this a few weeks ago, but we were just trying to stick to the New Year's goals and everything and just wrapping up everything that happened. But the topic is trophy exploits or exploiting trophies.
Okay.
And I think that he was mainly referring to like games where you can join people to earn easy trophies. So games like Minecraft, Terraria, Cuphead, games like that. And then we added in deep, like if there's a debug option as well, because I feel like that's kind of exploiting too. But
To me,
That-
it's not exploit.
Did you say who submitted it?
yeah, Catz.
Okay.
Catz submitted this. So I don't know if one of you guys wants to start with your thoughts on these type of exploits. If you would even consider them exploits. I mean, I don't know.
Well, first of all, thank you, Catz, for submitting. Second of all, you know what? Like, there's a part of me that doesn't like it because just play the fucking game. You know, but also I understand why some people do it. But to be honest, like, I think we are talking about this before the podcast. I mentioned Jack 2 and 3. It has I call it an exploit, where you get like basically all the trophies right away.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, really, just play the game, enjoy the game. You play games to have fun. You're just ruining your experience by doing this, in all honesty.
Yeah, I think it ties into like easy platinums because, I mean, that's what it comes down to is getting easy trophies. But man, it's just like that. I think easy platinums have kind of just ruined, like almost ruined trophy hunting to an extent. Because like you look at a game like Cuphead, that's supposed to be like such a hard game, such a game where you're supposed to play it and learn the boss's mechanics and learn the game and perfect it in order to get the trophies. And someone could just come in and, you know, auto pop all their trophies, and, you know, you would never know the difference from me if I played the game legit or if I auto popped it from someone, which is kind of annoying.
Right.
But
Unless you just look at the timestamps.
yeah, that's true. You can look at the timestamps, but it's just, I don't know. Yeah, I would say it's more irritating than anything. And again, I think it just comes down to lazy, easy platinums. What's the fastest way I can get trophies? Because I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but if you look through forum posts for games, especially newer games, and there's a trophy that's kind of stupid to get in the game, there will always be discussions about, is there any way I can cheese this? Is there any way that I can manipulate the game to get this faster? Blah, blah, blah. It's not like the game is broken. They just want, like, people just want a faster, easier way to get it done.
Right.
I feel kind of like a hypocrite saying this, since, like, we technically did this with Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I mean, like, the Cuphead situation and Jack, like, first of all, I don't know why you're paying like $20 for the Jack games and you're not playing them. You're just doing the debug thing.
Right.
It's like, and then the Cuphead thing, someone else has to do it so like that you can get that trophy. And it's like, if I was a person who did all that shit legit and then I just like gave this other guy a trophy, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna be happy with it.
I guess that comes down to also like, what is it called? Remote playing or whatever. Because remember, like, that was a big thing and people were like, oh, can you join my PS4 party and like remote play this game and beat it for me or something?
Oh, share play.
Or share play. Yeah, people were like, you know, bitching about that. And I think it's like the same thing. I think it's harder because like a game like Minecraft, you know, we did do that with the DLCs and like, I don't know. I feel like with that, it's a little different because it's kind of like a creative game. So, and it's also very random. So a trophy in Minecraft could take you 30 minutes or 30 hours, depending on how your luck goes.
That's, yeah. What kind of
what's
world?
like, yeah, is it scummy to hop in a world and get everything in 2 seconds? Or it's more than 2 seconds, but is that scummy? I mean, you could say that. But yeah, definitely a game like Cuphead, like, it's kind of, I don't know. I just agree with Waves. Like, I wouldn't want to do that. And especially since Cuphead, you can play it like co-op. Like, go play it with someone and have fun. Why are you spending $20 on a game just to earn some trophies and throw it away forever? Like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
When we did Minecraft, or you helped me with get those trophies, we weren't on for 10 minutes, though. We were on for like 2-3 hours.
Oh yeah, we were on. I mean, we were on longer than that. We were on all night trying to do it.
Oh yeah. So, but still, yeah, we're still spending more than 3 hours trying to get trophies in the game. Unlike some of these other games where it's like, oh, well, this guy already did all this. It's done.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, like, I would say it's more acceptable in like creative games because, and the other thing is in those type of games, even if you don't like do the PC world, like the thing with like Minecraft is like, and this is like a whole different topic, is like you could have a group of 10 people working together to like set these trophies up. You know what I mean? So like if the three of us were playing and I said, hey, I'm going to focus on setting things up for DLC number 5. Waves is going to do it for DLC number 6. You're going to do it for DLC number 7. Like, you could do that, and I like that would still be considered like legitimate. You know what I mean? So it's almost like helping out. So that's why I say like creative games are a little different, because you can have like a lot of people working towards like one common like goal at the end of the day. But like, yeah, games like when you're hopping in and auto popping trophies, like I just don't think, like, at that point you care more about trophies than you do like the game. And like that's the big complaint that I've been having with like just the trophy community in general recently, is that that's what it comes down to, man. People care more about what their numbers are. They care about how many platinums they have total. They don't care about what games they're playing. As long as they get a lot of platinums and a lot of trophies, they don't care. And I've always said it. If you get into trophy hunting nowadays, 99% of the time, it's a conscious decision that you're making to get into it. You know what you're getting into before you get into it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got into trophy hunting because I just wanted more out of my games.
Exactly. More money.
And
get
like,
more bang for your buck.
And like, it's also just that 100% like thing, like, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid on my PS2, like, I would try to do everything in the game and get that 100% completion or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's just like that thing also like just kind of crossed over into that, and then I feel like once you're like doing it for the trophies and not really because whatever game like is interesting to you and all that, because like Snickle, like, he has done like easy games or whatever, but it's always been like a conscious decision because he thinks this game's gonna be shitter, and he has fun with these shitter ass games.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like if you're just playing these games where it's like, yeah, I mean, if you like visual novels, then like go ahead, play visual novels, but like if you're just buying visual novels so you can scroll through it as fast as possible and get your platinum in like under 50 minutes or whatever, then like it's like that meme, you're cheating yourself or whatever.
Yeah, you're playing yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's because like you're wasting your time. Like at the end of the day, let's just be honest, at the end of the day, these are notifications.
Yeah, they don't matter.
And there's like, it's not going to matter 10 years from now.
10 years from now, like, it's not going to matter that you got 500 platinum trophies. The only way that matters is if you are making content out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like literally the only way of you getting trophies that's what makes sense.
And that's why like I never understood why people buy like those Radalika games. Like, I've never played one, and I'm sure some of them are actually like fun and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but like what I've seen so far, most of them are just like run one way to another, and then trophy ding, and then 1 hour plats. It's like
they're
like, why?
Yeah, I mean, so the thing with Radalika is like they are fun games, but most of them are just like asset flips. They just, use assets from each other. And the other thing is a lot of them don't even require you to beat the whole game. Like, at least with those games, if they required you to like beat the whole game or something, like that would be somewhat understandable. But yeah, I don't understand the whole concept of just like getting trophies for numbers. Cause like, even if you look at it from like a content creator standpoint, like or just like a creation standpoint, like it still doesn't even really like matter that much. Like a good example is like someone like Mr. Unknown, who was like the number 100% account. He was like ranked number 5 in the world. He like streams all the time and all of that. And like now he's trying to like build on it. But like if he was doing that stuff as he was kind of getting there, I think he could have gotten like more out of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like you said, 5-10 years from now, what do these numbers mean? They really don't mean anything. You're not going to take these into a job interview and be like, I got 350 platinum trophies. They're going to look at you like you have 3 fucking heads. They don't care. No one cares.
Right. Mm-hmm. And you know what? And Mr. Unknown, he's changed up the way he plays now too. He doesn't really play on PlayStation anymore.
Yeah.
He's retired. He's playing mainly on Switch, and he's playing games that he enjoys now.
Yeah, I remember talking with him probably like a year ago. Yeah, like here and there, and just like he was trying to get out of that mindset of like doing games for trophies, like just for trophies.
He finally got out of that mindset.
Yeah, I think it's such a bad mindset to have because like they don't mean anything. You're wasting your time. I'm not saying trophies in general don't mean anything. Like they kind of do. They are kind of pointless. when you think about it. They are just notifications that you're getting. But like Wave said, like, the reason that a lot of people get into trophy hunting, or, you know, people who aren't like doing trophy horror games, is because either they used to or they do now. They look at a game and they're like, oh, I want to get all the collectibles. I want to get the 100%. I want to see what this does. I want to see what that does. And then out of that, you're getting a majority of the trophies. Sometimes some games will make you do some stupid things. Sometimes some games will make you do some random things. Sometimes some games will make you do some multiplayer things. That's just an additional layer to going for the 100%, or past the 100%, I should say. But by you doing those things, you're also showing people like, hey, I played this game. I did this. Was it stupid? Kind of, but I did it. I've completed it. Like, it's just like kind of like a log of like the games that you've been playing.
Right. And, you know, something tells me somebody's going to comment on this video and talk shit like, well, all three of you have My Name is Mayo too. That is for the meme.
Oh, I've had people say that too. People say that to me all the time. Oh, you don't play easy game, or you don't like to play easy games, but you have My Name is Mayo. Yeah, because guess what? You just got into trophy hunting 5 months ago. When My Name is Mayo came out, it was literally the first game of its kind. So everyone was like, what the hell is this? And you played it and you're like, I'm literally playing as a fucking mayo jar. And since you did the first one, you have to do the second one. It's part of the series. But like,
it's like that other game, Little Adventure on the Prairie or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I have that, but like, the only reason I would play that game is not because it's an easy game, but because it is a pile of dog shit.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I would play it. I wouldn't play it for the trophies. I literally would play it to say, look at these fucking PNGs hopping around on the map.
Right. And you know what? And when we made this channel and we were thinking of a name, and we came off Rogue Hunter, because we don't really hunt like the newer age trophy hunters, you know? So we are considered like the weird ones now, where we will play like a game for 100 and something hours to get a platinum, you know? We won't. Yeah, you guys might get like 50 platinums in like 2 days, and we get like 1. But ours, we actually earned ours.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. I just thought about this, but a few years ago, someone who got like super into trophies and has just went like MIA. I haven't seen him in the longest time. Do you guys remember Private Void?
Yeah.
Oh God.
For like a year, he went hard into trophies, and I think he got like 300 or 400 platinums in a year.
Yeah,
and
he's a cool guy.
Super cool guy. He actually started streaming like, it was probably like a year ago, but I haven't seen him in a while. He hasn't streamed or anything, but he was kind of someone where he did the trophies. I think he realized after that year of doing it, like, what the fuck did I do? And then from there, he was like, okay, well, I've kind of got a little bit of a following because of what I've done. Now I'm going to take that and try to stream. And I remember he used to pull some pretty good numbers streaming. Like, he wasn't like a nobody. And then now he's kind of went like MIA. But
during that big year where he was like got all those platinums, I think me and him did like Borderlands 1 together when I was on Invader Brain.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Kind of wish he would come back. But people move on. I mean, I don't want to say I despise, but like, I just hate the mindset of people that like, I don't even hate, like, I just dislike the mindset of people coming into like trophies nowadays, because like, that's what they care about. And like, to be fair, that's kind of all they've known. So it's kind of hard to be mad at someone when that's all they know. But
well, like, I don't know, like, when I bought My Name is Mayo and Little Adventure on the Prairie, it was like you said, it was like the first of its kind,
right?
And then like after that, I guess, like, I think the like the meme easy games that I have on my account is My Name is Mayo, Little Adventure on the Prairie, and 1000 Top Rated.
Mm-hmm. But they all have a story behind them.
Right.
Yeah, they all have a story behind them. And like, I also have Virginia, but I bought that game because I wanted to play it. I know a lot of people bought it because it was an easy trophy game.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I feel like that's the difference. I don't know if you all remember Virginia, but I feel like that's the difference, like, between us and like them, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
like,
what was another easy platinum game that they call Coffin Dodgers?
Yeah, but
I don't
You
even know
actually
what
gotta
that
play
game
the
is.
game.
it's still like kind of a game.
And then what was it? Everybody gone to the Rapture, but you gotta play the game like 3 or 4 times to get the platinum.
Yeah, I mean,
And I low-key want to like play that game because I remember people hyping that game up before it came out.
I played it on one of my old accounts. I actually did enjoy it. I would follow a guide so you don't miss out on a few things, but that's it.
But like, I don't know. My thing is like, I don't have fun when it's just the numbers.
Right.
For me personally, like, I started trophy hunting because it was something I just wanted more out of my games. And then, like, you can kind of see it on my account. Like, I have 450 games on my account with 40% completion. I don't really finish a lot of things.
it's hard to sometimes.
And, it's more because I find a game and I think it's interesting then I play it. I'm not like insane or whatever buying all these like 100 trophy horror games and saying like, oh, I gotta get my 100% completion up or whatever. It's like those numbers are cool to have like goals or whatever, but like I feel when the numbers is all you think about when you play like one of these games.
Right.
Like, oh, like if you're afraid to put Yakuza 0 or Devil May Cry or what's another, or even Dead or Alive 5 on your list because you're afraid that it'll fuck up your completion percentage or that you'll never get the platinum and stuff like that.
Right.
I feel like that's when you run into a problem.
Well,
you know.
And I've always stood behind that. Like, people who, if you have a 100% account, like, cool. But people who like start new accounts to make 100% accounts or like to do that, I feel like you put so much stress on yourself to play games, because then you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to play this game because I don't know if I want to do the multiplayer. I don't know if I want to, you know what I mean? Like, and like you said, like, you like Yakuza games are huge games. People may not be playing them because they're like, I don't want to like invest that time, or there's so much I have to do or something. And one person who actually has like a really nice trophy list, I'll give him credit on this because I will. But one person that has a really nice trophy list and has basically a 100% account is Captain. And he really only plays games that he wants to play. They are legitimate games. Like, there's literally no like trophy horror games. There's none of that bullshit. He doesn't care about the numbers. He will literally sink his life into a game for like a week, get it done, and then disappear for like a week. But I mean, he's someone who, like, I don't know. I feel like the way that he games is like perfect for, you know, a 100, like for a completionist account. But Captain Completionist, you know, his name fits him pretty well. But
well, you know, and to me, when I look through somebody's trophy list, I ever see like you doing the series. And like you platinum or 100% the series, you know, I think it looks so much nicer when you see like all 3 Spiral, all 3 Watchdogs, or you know, all the Assassin's Creed done, and not 10 stacks of Iron Snout or any Red Elite game, you know.
Yeah, I don't like the whole like stacking of easy games, and I know what people are gonna say. Well, you're playing a game right now that you're stacking, and because Waves is doing it too, but like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about Waves, but like for me personally, I wholeheartedly like wanted to go back and play Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor at some point, because I enjoyed when I played it. I played Shadow of War. I would want to go back and play it, and I've always said this. I agree in stacking games if it requires you to play the whole game over again.
Right.
Like if you're gonna just put the game in and auto pop all the trophies, that's bullshit. But if you have to legitimately sit there, play back through the whole game, redo everything, do you have an advantage because you've done the game before? Sure, but I mean, anyone can have that advantage if you just read a little bit. It's not that difficult to do. So I agree in like doing stacks and stuff if you have to legitimately play through the whole game all over again and there isn't any sort of auto popping going on.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
with the exception of Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. I have like a shit ton of fucking stacks on my account, but it's because I wanted to play those games again. And like, I'm not gonna lie, at first I didn't want to play Shadow of Mordor, but then we just talked about it so much every single day. Not every single day, but every single week. Where I was like, I already own the Game of the Year edition, might as well. And like, I'm kind of happy that I did because I forgot how fun that game actually is.
Exactly. See.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
yeah.
Like if I'm thinking about adding a game to my account, do I look at the trophy list? Sometimes, if I know it has multiplayer, yeah, I look in and see if the server's still up. Or I'll ask you guys, like, hey, you guys ever do the multiplayer for this? If you haven't, you want to do it. If not, how bad? If you have done it, how bad is it? You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it.
Yeah, I just don't get the whole like doing easy games like exclusively easy games. Like I just don't know what you get out of it at the end of the day. You get numbers, and if you want to be fair, I think we talk about this a lot, but I think that this has been in the decline actually, of people that I've been seeing do this, because I think people have been realizing like it's a waste of money, it's a waste of time. These truly don't mean anything at the end of the day. So why invest so much into it to get really nothing out of it? So, and the thing for me personally, and I'm sure you guys are the same way, and I'm sure everyone like listening is the same way, but for me personally, there's such a good feeling behind like when you get a platinum, right? When you get it, you feel like you've accomplished something. If you just do that on easy games and you're getting it game after game after game, I feel like it just takes away that like feeling of like, I completed this, like I've done something, I finished this, like I've put so much time into this. Because like when I'm doing a game and I get a platinum, there is a stage after the fact where like I'm kind of like, wait, I've invested, like when I did Valhalla, I was like, wait, like I knew what game I was playing next, but I was like, dude, I've invested so much time into this, like I'm kind of like in shock that like it's over.
Right.
Which I feel like you don't get that if you're literally just popping stuff left, right. I got 200 platinums last month. Like, okay, nice.
I think it was Watch Dogs Legion for me, because that was the first game I put on this account, and I didn't get that platinum until like after like 3 platinum. That was like my 3rd platinum on this account. But after I got done, I was so relieved. I was like, man, this game's done. I finally did it. You know.
Yeah, it's like a feeling of relief, a feeling of like completing it. Just you're kind of just sitting there like, wow, yeah. like this is over.
Right,
it's finally over.
Yeah. I don't know. There's obviously something that people get out of it when they're just doing easy games, but I just don't know what that could be, other than numbers.
I mean, other than like the dopamine hit or whatever for every single platinum you get. Like, I don't know. I feel...
Yeah, you're on a high when you get it done. You're like, damn, look at me.
Like, damn, it's like, fuck. I just feel like it's such a waste of time. Like I'm sure they're fun games, and like I've played like some shit easy games on my account. Like an easy 100% is not everybody's gone to Rapture. It's
Linger in Shadows.
That one, and
Abs
what's
Animals.
it called? I don't have that one. And
a 100%.
What Remains of Edith Finch.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Like those two. First, like What Remains of Edith Finch is like an awesome fucking game. Then Linger in Shadows. I bought that game back in 2009, I think. I think it was like my first PSN purchase.
Listen, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Any easy game on the PS3, like if you have it on your list, it's not truly like an easy game, because there's so many games like Linger in Shadows, Abs Animals, Terminator Salvation, Magus. Like all of these games are like dirt easy. But the thing is on the PS3, like they were notoriously known to be easy, but they're hard to find. And if you saw someone had it, it wasn't like a big deal, because on the PS3 there was maybe like a few dozen easy games And a majority of them were just 100% detuned. Like, these were like meme games that people just had because it was like, I can get a free 5 trophies. You know, what is it? MLB 13, the show home run edition. Like, that's another one. Like, there's just like these meme games that were out there, and it literally just gave you 5 trophies here and there. Not a big deal. But now there's a whole fucking like market, and like there's just stuff behind it now, and like people are actually like funding into it, and it's like, geez, I wish we just didn't stoop that low. And I'm not saying
they're like
I'm not
making
saying you
games
have to sit out
specifically.
here and do Far Cry 2 and Max Payne 3 and all these stupid games, but like play a game that has some stuff, like some substance, like that makes you actually play all the way through the game.
Y'all play a Lego game.
You can play a Lego game. At least you have to play all the way through it and 100% the damn thing.
That's what I'm saying. Make them play a Lego game.
Yeah.
But you know, these will be the people that just go for Radalika games. They will cry about $150 platinum though, like Valhalla.
Well, that's just people like soft in general.
What's that game? It's like some movie game. On the PS3 or 4, I don't remember.
Movie
it's
game?
Like, yeah, it was about that dude with the big head or whatever, the big brain.
There was Wanted Weapons of Fate.
No, not that one.
I think I know what you're talking about, Waves.
I forget what it's called. It's like a shit easy game. Like, I feel that game has more merit as like a platinum trophy than a fucking like Radalika game.
Wait, so get this. So back in the PS3, all those games that we listed, they were easy games, but if you saw someone that had them, it was still like, it wasn't the end of the world. The worst platinum that you could ever get on the PS3 that people would legitimately make fun of you for. Do you know what it is, Waves?
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana. That was a game where if you had it, was it an easy platinum? Mm-hmm. If you had it, that was literally the only game that people would make fun of you for. Because
found the game,
because you were playing that game for the trophies. That's why people made fun of you.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone knew it. You did this for the trophies. But now there's hundreds of games out there that are like that, so.
Like,
found the game, I think. It's Megamind?
Yeah, Megamind, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, that game, I feel, has more merit for platinum trophy than, like, fucking something like, I don't even know any Radalika game.
There's a lot of them.
I don't know.
I only have, I'm actually pulling my trophy log up. I only have, let me see, platinum, rarity. So I only have, these are my least rare games. I'm trying to count how many. I guess common is above 50%. So these are my common platinums right here. Which, by the way, Ghost of Tsushima is almost on there. That's fucking wild.
That's crazy.
Almost a 50% platinum for Ghost of Tsushima. That's above The Walking Dead Telltale game.
Damn.
Jesus. And a few of these are just like, again, a majority of these are for memes. So there's like Tower of Dragon Asia, which is like a meme because that game is literally PNGs flying around on the map. You have Mayo 1 and 2. Full Blast, which surprisingly, Full Blast is a Radalika game that I like actually enjoyed. I don't know if you guys have played it. I wish that they actually made you like beat the game though. That's again my biggest complaint. And then I have which this is probably the one that I like despise the most, and I don't even know why I played it, but Super Weekend Mode. And then I have Energy Cycle, which I was planning on doing all the energy games just because, like, why not? You know, do the energy franchise. 1,000 top rated, which you can't even get now. It's delisted. Bird Game Plus, which again was for a meme because the artwork is just god awful. And then I don't even know what this is. What is this shit? Then I got the fucking Gilson games. So I have Samwell Legacy of Ophiscus, Maze, Perplexing Orb 2, Orc Slayer. You got to have Orc Slayer because that's just a meme. Oh. That was like a meme when it came out.
Never again.
Bricks, Hitman Go. Here's a good one, Waves. Bloodbath.
Oh god.
Sly 2, Terminator Salvation, Tales from the Borderlands, Sly 1, and then that's it. So I probably have like 5 Radalika games, but like I have them on here just for memes. And I played Super Weekend Mode because it was like a super retro game, and then I played it and I was like, this is fucking awful. But I had already earned trophies, so I had to finish it.
The only ones that like I have that I would consider trophy horror games is 1000 Top Rated, My Name is Mayo, Little Adventure on the Prairie, and then My Name is Mayo but the Vita stack, and My Name is Mayo 2.
Yeah, you did stack Mayo, but again, it was
Gotta
around
do
that
the series, you know.
Dude, it was around the time of like that was like a new thing. Like
yeah.
An hour platinum? Like a platinum under an hour? That's like unheard of.
It was cross. It was a cross. What was it called again?
Cross.
Where you buy like the PS4 one. Yeah, cross buy. And like, I have some other ones here that I guess some people would consider like trophy horrors, but they're all like 70% and lower. So I personally wouldn't like.
Yeah, I think anything that's like 70%. I mean, even I'm looking right now at yours. Even like something like Hitman Go. The crazy thing about the Go games is like they should be super hard games, but there's just guides out there for them that make them like so easy. But yeah, I'd say like anything below 70% is like not like an actual like trophy horror game. That used to be like a lower number, like I would say like 50, but then when you have like Ghost of Tsushima pulling up on 50, or like what's the new Spider-Man's at 47, like you kind of gotta raise the bar slightly.
And let's all be honest, if any of these Radalika games didn't have a platinum, you know nobody will ever fucking play them.
No. And you want to know
because they have a platinum.
Yeah, you want to know the other sad thing is, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like I feel like I would support Radalika more if they didn't do all their region stacking and all their system stacking and everything. Like if it was just like, here's Full Blast, there you go, and it had one list, I think I would be okay with it, because I do own a lot of Radalika games, and I mean, at some point I may look through and be like, this looks interesting, this doesn't, you know, but like I will just be playing it one time.
Right. If that was the case, then like every 20-something games I play, or whatever. Alright, I'll throw a quick, easy platinum in, you know, like that. That'll be it.
Yeah. It's like more...
Those games just look so boring to me that I feel like I'd fall asleep if I played them.
I mean, like, to be fair, like I said, like some of them can be okay. I think the most boring one that I played was Bird Game Plus. And then the artwork was fucking awful too. And then I was like, why did I do this? Like this, I should have just deleted this shit the second I loaded it up.
The only one that I own, and the only reason I own it is because it gave it on Plus, was Burly Men at Sea.
See, I had that before too, and I still, that game I still will not play because I've heard it's so boring.
Oh, well, they actually didn't do a separate Vita stack for this one. Oh, it's not a Rada game. Okay,
the game I was thinking isn't a Radalika game either. So I was thinking Donut Country, but that's like under 75%. It's still a common for a platinum.
Yeah.
But they still make you do like
X-Men arcade game was on PS3.
Which one?
The X-Men arcade game.
Oh, really?
X-Men arcade?
It's just called X-Men.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I looked up Burly Men at Sea, and that was on there, and I was like, what?
Yeah, that actually was, I think it's like delisted. But I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, people are going to do what they want to do, and it is what it is. And we're going to continue to do what we do. Because, I mean, people could say the same thing about us. I mean, people could say the same thing about me. Why did you spend 60 hours doing Far Cry 2 multiplayer? Why do you spend, this time doing this? Why did you spend time doing Uncharted 2? Why did you do Twisted Metal? I mean, I want to... Mainly for me, it comes down to I want to do the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me mentally to be able to do all the Far Cry games, even though I've already done Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, for me to do the rest of them, I mentally have to do Far Cry 2. Like, there's just something about it, and maybe it's because I have autism when it comes to this. Or, like, maybe I'm retarded or something, but, like, I have to do the multiplayer for Far Cry 2 before I can do anything else.
Right. Well, and I've been kind of getting the same mindset you do now with, like, when it comes to if a game has DLC already out, like, you want to do the DLC before you get the platinum.
Yeah.
I've been kind of in that mindset as well. Like, man, if I just get the DLC done first, and then I get the platinum, then the game's just done.
Yeah. That's like my whole mindset is, like, if the game has DLC and the DLC is available, do the DLC, then get the platinum, so that when you get the platinum, you're done the game. You're done everything.
Right. Like, I understand for, like, Valhalla, for you, you know? Okay, that's not coming out for a while for that DLC. And then Immortal Phoenix Rising for me right now, you know? Yeah, the DLC is not coming out. Well, it is coming out, but I can wait, though. And then at that point, I might as well just wait until all the DLC packs hit, then play the game.
Yeah. I mean, it is different if you're, like, playing the game, like, day one, but a lot of, like, games that I play are not day one, so I try to...
Right.
I try to do the DLC first.
Like, Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor. Game of the year. We're all playing it. Yeah, I'll probably get the DLC before I get the platinum done. That's really it.
Yep, I'm in that process right
Marvel
now.
Spider-Man Remastered. I'm working on that. I'm going to get all the DLC done. I think I can before I get the platinum.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to play, like, easy ass games, like, do you?
Right.
That's your time. I'm not gonna tell you how to spend it.
Right.
Yep.
We're not gonna tell you you're wrong.
Yeah.
These are just my thoughts.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I mean, at the end of the day, do what makes you happy. And there's obviously a reasoning behind why people are doing it. People may be doing it to, you know, to cure some sort of depression. Something may be going on that, like, this is the only way that they can feel happy. If that's the only way you can feel happy, then, like, do it. I'm not saying to not do it. Because there's reasons behind everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I personally don't understand it, other than if you're doing it as an escape from something. But people could say the same thing about why I do all these other shitter games. And, you know, my response to that is I do it for an entertainment purpose almost. Because, like, for instance, I am going to do Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor on the PS3. But I don't know if you guys have ever seen that game or how that game plays on the PS3, but it plays like a PS2 game.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
And I'm literally doing it just for a joke, to do it on stream, to show people, and then to talk about it after the fact and let people know, like, hey, look, I got this platinum. If you don't want to play a PS2 game, don't play this shit.
Well, don't you like Watch Dogs? The first Watch Dogs on the PS3 as well?
Yeah, I do.
He's just gonna do all the, like, the really badly ported PS3 games.
Yep, I'm gonna do
really
Far Cry 4 as well.
Oh.
And AC4. I've already done the multiplayer for AC4, but gotta go back.
Did you recently finish Tomb Raider on the PS3?
Yep, did Tomb Raider on the PS3, which was a nightmare. Yeah. But I mean, that when it comes down to it, for me, what makes me happy is completing games. And for me, some of the games that I want to complete require me to do the multiplayer. And when I say complete games, I mean, like, get the platinum. So if it requires me to do multiplayer, I'm not going to let that hold me back from getting a game done when it comes down to it.
Okay.
Do I enjoy doing the multiplayer all the time? Hell no. But I just push through it because I want to get the game done. It's like with Valhalla. I mean, I've had people ask me, like, oh, what, you know, by the time you were done playing Valhalla, did you feel like you were drained? Like, was it like a slog to play through? Hell yeah. The last, like, 40 hours of that game are dick, but I just pushed through because I was like, I want to get the game done, and I'm not going to put it down until I get the game done. And that's been like my mindset playing games. Recently is, like, if I'm playing something, 95% of the time I'm not putting it down until I have it done.
Yeah, like for me, my issue recently has been like time and time management, I guess. It's just like there's all these games I want to play and I don't have like enough time, so like people look at my list and I have like all these fucking games on my list, and that's like mostly why, because like if I try to finish, I want to finish every game that I play,
Right.
no doubt.
You want to finish every game you buy.
Yeah. and it's like, but the problem is like I don't have time and I want to play these games still. You know?
Yeah.
And I mean that'll probably change once I finish school, but
I think every gamer has an issue though. They'll keep buying games like, yeah, I'll get to them sooner or later, and the stack just keeps getting bigger as the third completing games gets less and less.
Yep, that's 100%
lifestyle.
everyone's problem.
Yeah.
And the only way to stop that is to stop buying games, but you don't want to stop buying games because you want to play new games and you want to play different games or...
Like,
yeah.
One thing I did, like, every week on my Twitter, I post up, like, a weekly trophy update. You know, just for shits and giggles. Like, people keep up with me and, like, what I'm getting done. And somebody's like, man, your list would give me anxiety because you got so many games that you start but not done. I'm like, well, yeah, I didn't plan on starting a couple of these, but I had a chance to get the Ghost of Tsushima Legends raid done, so I hopped on that. Enemy Front done, and Middle Earth, I had to hop on to get that one trophy. I'm like, it's got to put on the list. It might sit on there for a couple of weeks before I get to it, but who knows?
Yeah, but at least you have like a plan to go back and play it.
Exactly. Like, my main goal right now is Spyro and Immortal Phoenix Rising. I'm playing Borderlands 3 with one of my best friends because he'd been wanting to play it. I'm like, cool, I'll play it.
Mm-hmm.
And Valhalla, it's going to take me a while. I'm just babying through that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I was in the same boat that Waves was in. I mean, probably, honestly, through college, like same kind of timeline you're on, Waves, where like I really just didn't finish anything. And like if I wanted to play something, I kind of just played it. And I mean, the stuff I was finishing was, you know, I'm trying to go back and look, but like I started in December of 2017 where I actually it started probably a year before that. But like hardcore December 2017, I started doing like trying to get done like multiplayer, like strictly multiplayer, and I was completing it. And a lot of that stuff was just like, oh, you know, like an hour or two here or there, but some of it was like a little more coordination was needed. But like I was like the same way. Like I would just put a game on and, you know, play it for 2 days, get the multiplayer done and put it down, and it's sitting there now just waiting. But comparing the multiplayer to like the single players, like it's not even comparable from a time perspective. So you kind of had to like make your mind up, like, do you want to, you have people to do this multiplayer, it'll take you 5 hours. Do you want to do it now, or do you want to, you know, have to organize it later? So I think that's where my difference came into, is I wasn't necessarily starting the single player of games. I was starting the multiplayer, and then I was trying to complete as much as I could.
I'm starting like single players, and like, cause that's what I play. I mostly play single player games, and like, cause it always like catches my attention or something. Like I don't know which Dreams caught my attention, so then I just played that, and I like. I don't actually know if this game's hard or if it just takes a long time, but I don't know when I'm gonna ever like return to it. The same thing with like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Like I was just curious with it because I know people said it was bad, but then like I watched some other videos and I was like, this doesn't look that bad. I was just curious with it, and it's probably because of the field I'm going in. My brain just gets like interested in these things. So
yeah, you're just intrigued to see like how other games do things, kind of, which I think will definitely help you when you get into that field. Because when you go to develop things, you'll be like, oh, I remember this from this game that I kind of like, but it could be tweaked this way, or I like this from this game, which could be tweaked a little bit. So
yeah,
It's definitely like good. That's definitely good for you.
And then you have games like F1 2014, which I'm just gonna hide the trophies.
No, we're gonna finish that. We're finishing that. No, we're finishing that. Okay, it's just. I think we talk about it a lot, and I don't think any of us are trying to like preach to tell people what to do. That's not what we want at all. And the outcome is just, do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And if earning Radalika platinums or, doing 50-hour multiplayer games or getting, let me look at it real quick, getting, let me count, getting 40,000 kills in Battlefield Hardline multiplayer to get the DLC done is what's going to get your Jimmy going, then, then do it. I mean, it may not be something that either of us would pick, and we may be confused by it, but if that's what gets you going and that's what makes you happy and everything, do it.
You might do something that confuses you. You guys do something that confuses us,
I mean, like, Snickle was confused on why I like tortured myself with DMC Devil May Cry back to back. So,
I mean, I think you're questioning it too.
Yeah, you weren't the same after that.
Because I was going to be stupid and do the Tomb Raider multiplayer back to back, but by the time I did it one time, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this other one for a while.
But yeah.
I guarantee you people think the same thing. I mean, mainly I would say about me because I do some stupid fucking multiplayer stuff. Like, just doesn't make any fucking sense why you would do it, but I don't know. I own the game. If I can do the multiplayer, I do it, and I leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, we kind of went off the rails from Cat's original topic of
what else is new?
Trophy exploiting. I mean, yeah, there's nothing new there. It's kind of just, typical us. But I guess to sum that up, I don't think any of us agree with debug modes in games at the end of the day.
No.
Because to be fair, a debug mode shouldn't be accessible by the public. Debug modes are mainly for developers, if I'm not correct, right, Waves?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to kind of iron things out. And then the whole like joining, like for like games like Terraria or like Minecraft, I think it's acceptable to an extent. But joining for like games like Cuphead, and even I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot here because I did it, but even games like Demon's Souls on the PS3 where you could get the weapons dropped to you.
Does this include Dark Souls 3 where you get the rings dropped for you?
I don't know. See, it's hard with games like Demon's Souls and like Dark Souls because, you can get the weapons dropped, which makes it easier for yourself, but like you're not getting the platinum auto popped. So you're getting a significant amount of the game given to you, but you're not getting it all given to you. So I don't know. I think it's acceptable to an extent, but because like for instance, like with Dark Souls, if you're dropped all the rings, you still have to beat the game. And some people may not be capable of doing that.
I feel like people should stop whining about that Demon Souls pure blade stone. It wasn't that hard to farm. Okay.
No, it's not. Any sort of farming, that just comes down to like people just complaining about stuff. If it's not given to them on a silver platter, it's a big deal. Which is like anything when it comes to new games. Which is,
I mean,
topic for another day.
Exploits in general, I feel like the only ones that I really don't agree with personally is like Cuphead. And what's that game called? Or like Spider-Man on the PS5 where you can just like bring your save over and it pops everything.
Oh,
yeah. Any sort of like save transfer I don't agree with. but
That's
I do know someone that's
where I'm
done one
at.
before, and I forgive him for it.
We don't talk about that, Tom. Listen.
I just said I give forgiveness. Like,
do you really want to play Sly Cooper Thieves in Time on your Vita?
no.
Like, let's be honest.
No, that's why. Can't you play it on the TV? Because that's where I'm gonna play it.
Hell no, I ain't playing it on TV. And first of all, like, when I played that game back when I was a youngin', I was playing off and on. Okay, I was playing on the PS3 when I was at home, and that would take it on the Vita on the go.
Yeah, so you didn't. That's why I forgive you. You didn't, and I knew that you didn't consciously like do one and then go over to the Vita and say, "Oh, I can get a quick platinum real quick."
Exactly.
You were
and
using
anyways,
it for
the save
function that it was intended for. They just fucked the trophy list up.
The save transfer fucked up for me, anyways, one time. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you look at my PS3 list on that game, I got the get all masks trophy earlier on my PS3, and then for the masks on the Vita, I got it way late because I didn't know that trophy didn't pop when I save transferred it. So then I had to make a completely new save and get it legit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Vita,
I forgive you. I've forgiven you.
I don't.
No, Waves was using the function as it was intended, which was to play the game on the 3 and then take your save over, play it on the Vita when you're in the car or whatever, and then take your save over and play it on the 3 when you get home. Like, that's how he's always explained that situation to me. They just fucked the list up. They should have done combined list from the beginning.
Yeah. It's not my fault. Who made this game? Sanzara Games.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. They fucked it up.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
I blame them. I blame them.
But with that, we'll end our first episode with that. First episode of the year with that.
I was just saying, this is like episode 7. What are you talking about?
No, we're episode 1 of 2021.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, Happy New Year. Let us know down in the comments below what you guys have been up to, what games you've been playing. If you're looking forward to any new games coming up in 2021, did we talk about that last episode?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, our games that we're looking forward to. Let us know down below. If you guys did enjoy the episode, be sure to leave a like. I would hope that you're subscribed. Please subscribe to help us out. You can check out all of our social media links and everything down below, and we will also link our PSN profile, so you can go check us out, see what games we're playing, kind of live. I don't know about you guys, but I update my profile every time I get a trophy because I only get one trophy every 30 minutes, so live updates. But if you do have any suggestions for upcoming episodes, also leave those below, and again, we'll filter them, and we'll probably do like one, if we get them, one an episode, one viewer submitted topic. But thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you.
I gotta go take a piss.